Talking Shit Show.
It's your boy Talkin,
It's your boy Keem Sincere.
and you're in tune with another episode of the Always Talking Shit Show. Episode 60, I believe. Hold on. I'm fucking up. I'm slow.
Okay. Oh. Gotta have shit running.
Didn't realize I ain't had these lights on. What's up, man?
What's good with you?
Shit.
I'm just getting this together real quick.
Shit.
What's been up this week?
Nothing really. Oh, I ain't even talked to nobody about my appointment, huh?
No, I tried to.
They
I was
fucking.
hit you. I ain't gonna lie. I went to bed early that evening. I remember I was like, I'm gonna give him a little time. Hit him up. What happened?
They found an inflammation in my stomach lining that they took a biopsy of. So I gotta wait for whatever the results are of that in the next 2 weeks. I think it's one of them things if I don't hear anything, then I just go to my appointment and everything's fine. But hearing that they gotta do a biopsy, you're like, fuck.
I've had them done before. They're preventative, and you want to have them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does sound serious, but you get biopsies. People, you know.
But they didn't seem concerned.
No, exactly. You get biopsies all the time.
It wasn't one of them
You're
things
gonna be thinking oh shit, I got cancer, nigga, I got a tumor, I got this, and they're just like, oh, I'm just gonna do this.
I'm sure if it was that deep, they probably would have said something we found
If it was
a growth.
deep,
Right? They'd have been like, we
they
found a
would've said
growth, and
yeah,
we got
'cause if
to
it was
see what it
potentially that deep
is.
too, they're like, man, we need you to. It'd have been a lot more outpatient stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you
You
know
got to
what
follow up tomorrow.
I mean? And this, don't eat this, don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't do if they're just telling you to just go live your life,
Mm.
you know, so you can go bungee jumping next week.
Fucking skydiving.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know what they, you know what I mean? So that's something to read into it too. But I think you'd be in good shape, man. Just and the way you just been handling it.
Man, it's amazing how anesthesia works, my nigga.
Yeah, tell us about that shit. Don't just
My nigga,
so they put a whole tube down your throat.
yeah. That shit was
Did you
wild. I was. But the crazy thing is when they get your mouth set up for it, this plastic thing you gotta bite down. It's hella uncomfortable. They strap that on, put the mask
shit
on.
be getting dry.
Well, I don't know. I was asleep.
Oh,
I was asleep nigga. As soon as I got to the room where we were about to do it, I was awake for 2 minutes looking at everybody there.
When I got reconstructive face surgery, I remember my anxiety levels were so high about it. You know what I mean?
You thought you wasn't going to that shit wasn't gonna work.
Well, it was just that, and I'm gonna lose my sight. I was playing ball, I'm point guard, nigga.
Right.
What you mean I ain't gonna have no peripheral vision? You know what I'm saying?
Me.
It don't work. And then how would I look?
Right.
Only niggas that grew up with me in my childhood and close family members have made comments that I look different. But other people can't catch it. I see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I remember waking up and dog, I was younger, so this is at that age where I don't really curse in front of my mom. And I woke up hey, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not doing it. Fuck this shit, man. They taking too long, mom. And she was like, what?
It's over, bro.
And she's like, calm down. And then I noticed that we were in a totally different room. And she was just like, they just let you sleep. They just brung you in here to let you sleep. You had this surgery a couple hours ago.
This shit's been done.
I was like, what? Nigga, that night, shout out to my nigga Dex, my god brother, because we're idiots. I'm in the club that night. That's how good I'm feeling off the drugs I'm on. Nigga, I'm in the club, and dog, I remember I was on stage, and I just remember
the shit wore off.
Oh, nigga, and when it wore off, it wore off.
You, yeah,
instantly,
you was
nigga.
like, oh my god.
Nigga, what the fuck? Why am I out here, nigga? Why is my head so heavy? Oh my god, nigga, I could barely stand, nigga, and my nigga looked at me. He's like, "You ready to go?" I was like, "Bro, take me home."
He said, "Oh my god,
please take me home." This was a horrible idea to come out, nigga. Nigga, my mom.
I should have left an hour
ago. I never forget, bro. I was back home only to have the surgery. I didn't even live in Reno at the time.
Oh, yeah,
But I was just, so of course, I'm using it as like, nigga, I'm here, nigga. Let's go, nigga. I'm out.
Face on
with an eye
fire.
patch on, nigga, on my slick Rick, nigga. I'm nigga, like, yeah.
Till that drug
Son,
wore
that
off.
shit wore off.
That's just it.
And as the shit, nigga, I'm damn near in tears. And I never forget, man, my mother called and was like, where are you at? You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, man, I went to the club. And when I said that,
She probably flipped.
Are you freaking stupid? What is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Bring your ass to the house. You need to lay down. And I was like,
how
yeah.
did your it had to feel like you got punched
Mom.
in your shit repeatedly, nigga?
It felt like somebody was taking my eye, cutting it out, and welding it back on, and then cutting it out and welding it back on. Like, nigga, that shit was crazy. How my face just felt.
And that's one of them things you got that pain hit you so fast. You gotta.
Bro, I couldn't even breathe straight. Yeah, like it was confusing. Like what?
What is
the fuck? Did I just die? Like, nigga, what happened to me? And then I never forget, man. I got home. I tried to act like I was okay, you know, like I'm straight, Mom. You know, I must have ate a couple pills and laid down and was gone. And I remember never again. It healed fast though.
Nigga, I just remember this. The niggas was like, "You finna go to sleep now." Mom was like,
"No, I'm not."
I didn't even say no, I'm not. I just started just looking at the ceiling, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to
sleep, nigga."
It's over. I remember waking up like I remember just waking up like. Oh,
it's a scary thing too. You know, anesthesia and all that stuff is dangerous. It's a scary thing.
I'm just like, who thought of the concoction to put you to sleep that quick?
Fam.
They said we need something to put them to sleep right now, not now, but right the fuck now, nigga.
People probably wonder why I'm so inquisitive.
And they know the time dosage.
As I think about stuff like that and realize how I don't know nothing.
How calculated the shit is.
I get scared almost like, damn, I don't know shit.
Bruh, they're like, all right, this going to be about 20 minutes. You're going to be asleep for about 30. Like, they said it's about 30 minutes till you wake up. Procedure takes 7. Nigga, I remember seeing what time, and they said, "Oh, you slept a little." I didn't get no sleep the night before. They said you slept like maybe 10 minutes longer. And I'm like, you niggas got like it's a science.
Though,
like
right?
you just
that's how dangerous. That's how dangerous anesthesia is. That like
they can't leave you.
Every individual person is different. So if I don't know, my anxiety levels are high. You don't want to put me down, like well, my anxiety levels are like flooring.
Mm-hmm.
So they tell you everything, and while you're digesting that, they're doing it. By the time you like even make a decision on if you're scared of it,
sleep.
You don't like it, you don't want to pull out, nigga, you knocked out, and they all the way down your throat. Pause, doing what they got to do.
Nigga, I wasn't even like nervous about it. By the time I got back, I was just like, let's get it over so I can go home and go to sleep again. Like I'm tired right now. Right. And the reason I know I wasn't tripping is because they said my blood pressure was kind of low. That's how I know I was just calm, just chilling. I was just like, let's do it. Get me in there. And they put me, like, out in there. I could hear my heartbeat. And I was like, I was still calm. I was just like, go to sleep, nigga.
Yeah, just gonna get this shit over with, man. Well, that's what's up, man. Good for you. I'm glad,
young Florida man.
I brought that part, too.
Yeah, they anesthesia. Bruh, you that.
Yeah, they do.
The bill on that shit when they show you what that anesthesiologist charged you be like, huh? They be like, oh, this shot was $24,000. This shot was $12,000. You're like,
because that shit's dangerous too. It's a dangerous thing that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
Because they misdose you. You might never wake up again, nigga.
Hey man. So
or your heart might stop. You might never.
They get paid for that
on the table
because it's only a certain caliber of person that's willing to put themselves in that position. Like, I don't have to have that job, fam. Like, where, there's some jobs in society where, like...
There's some jobs where you're almost playing God.
It's jobs...
In a sense.
Well, no, I was going to say, like, yeah. But it's jobs that, like... Why do you have that job? It's good for society. Like, people benefit from it. But there's all type of jobs that if we really just start, like, talking about it, like, man, these motherfuckers probably appreciated.
No, they are, because if you think about that person that has it down to a science, that knows your body weight, how much to give you to put you to sleep for this long, and it might go over this much time, that's a science and something you really got to learn, my nigga.
And that's true. That's a skill set. You can learn that. You can teach that to anybody that's capable of learning it. Only 10% of them are going to be willing to do that.
Right, that's what I mean. Because
Like,
the
I
other
be
ninety
thinking about
percent
that
might
shit.
end up being more neglectful than useful. You know what I'm saying?
Like, how
You
different?
can't be lazy with that shit.
How different of a mind, you know what I mean? Is it of a person that's a great artist versus a guy that's like,
He can doodle a little bit.
nah, like I'm gonna crack your skull open
Right. Yeah.
and figure out what's wrong with your brain.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. If, like, you know, we just, sometimes in the modern world,
think
we just
about
like we just
think about how
gloat over
crazy.
things like they're normal.
Back to talking about like neurosurgery. Think about how crazy surgery on the brain is. They don't put you to sleep for that.
On the what?
When they operate on your brain, you're awake because your brain absolutely has no senses. It can't feel anything, and they have to keep you awake to make sure they're not fucking you up. Cause they'll cut something and be like, "How you feel now?" And you'll be talking.
Nigga,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
crazy,
Right.
dog. And that's what I'm saying.
And you're like, think about being that type of stress. Like, if I literally nick this right here, his whole left side might never work again. He might never talk again.
Think about that dichotomy right there, right? No, think about that, where we are as mankind.
Right.
To have that dichotomy. And we still have, like, we're going to, like, go extinct because of, like, global warming and fucking greed and racism.
Right.
Like, and hatred. But we've created
some of the greatest things.
Like this is the, like, sometimes, dog.
Modern medicine. Think about that.
I'll be, dog, look at, okay. And since you took us there, have you seen all this, like, hoopla about Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Look, man, I listen to Joe Rogan a lot. So I often, like, get health tips from his podcast. I often, like, start looking at myself like, damn, man, I need to challenge my body more. Because he gets a lot of people on there that, I walked around the globe. Nigga, I hiked the highest mountain ever 3 times.
I've never thought of doing any of that.
From Asia to China to India, like, you know what I'm saying? Just with a stick in a backpack.
Just talk about the niggas you see when we drive to Vegas to Reno, walking just in the direction of wherever the fuck they going, and they be in the middle of a big distance. You be like, nigga.
So what I'm saying is like, my natural self analyzes that, and I'm like, huh?
They're built different.
The small part of athletic ability in me and competitor in me is like, could I do that? Like, if
at
I
one
train,
point,
would I ever have the ability or the mental foci to train myself? Dog, I listen to cats on this podcast. They're 190 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah.
They say stuff like, man, I lost 40 pounds
right
on this expedition, and it was the most grueling mentally strength like thing. I just eventually, like, found a stray wolf that helped guide me through the storm. Like, I mean, I've seen this one dude get on there and was like, man, we're out hunting, like, deer in this remote area in Russia, and we fall into these Russian wolves. He said, man, the motherfuckers are big. They're like little ponies, and they're huge. And he said it was like 8 to 10 of them. And next thing you know, he seen basically seen, like, the leader of the pack. And the next thing you know, he said, man, I turned left to go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going to get up out of here. We had kind of got lost, and then all of a sudden we just start seeing them spot up. They had already surrounded us. Turns out we're in their den, and we didn't know it. And there's cubs over there.
Oh,
it's over for us, right? They had to shoot their way out of it.
Yeah.
And then, in doing that, he said that he noticed something. They get to, like, haul ass the other way towards what would be presumed as safety. But in the midst of all that fear, he heard them do something that he just never, he's out there, he studies the wilderness and shit, and he hear them make a sound that he's like, I've never heard any animal make it. I've never heard wolves make it in a movie, documentary. I've never heard nobody talk about it. But it was a unique sound that they made to do a call-off because he knew
to see
two
who was
of them
still
had got
alive.
shot.
Right.
And that's how they was able to tell left. And they was pissed off, you know what I'm saying, about who wasn't there. And the alpha double backed, not to attack them, but he just wanted to, and he said it. He got close enough to smell us and wanted to, like, get a good look at us, like, who the fuck was this? Who are these people?
Like, we ain't running up against these niggas
right?
again, bro.
Dog, this dude, a year later, is doing the same expedition. And that fucking wolf, nigga, tracked him down, nigga, and pulled up on him. And he said he didn't attack, but he just looked at him, nigga, and stared him right in his eye, like, nigga, I see you. I know you out here.
Yeah, we ain't gonna fuck with you.
Nigga,
don't come
don't
fucking with us.
nigga.
We good.
And he was just like, so I be watching that shit. I'm a city kid, man, originally from Brooklyn.
That
grew up
wolf
in,
really told
grew up
him
in
that,
all
like,
cities,
hey,
you know what I'm
nigga,
saying?
we
and
come
all
over
my
here.
friends from
Just
Reno will
don't
tell
come
you,
over here.
Reno is the closest thing to some country shit I ever lived in.
Mm-hmm.
And all my friends from Reno will tell you, they've never been fishing with Akeem. They've never been camping with Akeem.
I've been camping.
Akeem's never been on a boat with them. Like, fam, I like it. It looks cool from afar. I stay in my lane. I'm like the suburban, rich-ass, aristocratic white girl that likes gutter-ass gangster hip-hop music. I don't got to come to the hood.
Nope. I
like
listen
that
to
shit,
it from
though.
the house.
I'm
Yeah.
going to listen to that shit from the house. Nigga, I'll watch niggas surf for hours, bro. I go to YouTube and just watch.
Surfing nothing.
I go to YouTube and just watch people surf.
I'm not going into the ocean.
I think it's one of the most majestic, coolest things a human can do. Fam,
I'm not going into the ocean.
I don't want to try it.
Nope. I don't want
My
to
nigga Brandon live in Hawaii right now. You think when I go out there to visit him, you think I'm trying to have him be out there paddling on the surfboard?
I don't want to go in the ocean
Fuck
that
outta
deep.
here.
There's too much
Nigga,
shit
my
in
ocean
there,
rule?
bro. Me.
Right here, B.
Yep.
Right here. You could
Where I
take
can
me.
see my feet.
You could take me to San Tropez, fam,
Mm-hmm.
with 6 beautiful models. Like, Keem, come in. No. If it get past my knees, fam, I'm out of here.
Nope.
Because I feel like even if a little shark or something come up in the shallow waters,
Fuck
man,
the shark. Fuck the
nigga,
shark. At
something.
waist deep, you get hit by a wave.
and be all the way over
You're
there,
not
right?
in control. You can't stand, nigga. If it's in knees, you can brace yourself, nigga. Waist deep, it got you. When them surfer waves come.
Yeah, see, bro, I'm not even educated on the ocean like that, fam. Like,
Okay, and let's think about
I
this.
just don't
Hold
feel
on.
like I
Another
don't need to be there.
Another fucked up part. School of jellyfish. They go to shallower waters. You get caught in the middle of that, you fuck around and die, my nigga.
See, I'm straight, bro.
Let's talk about stingrays.
We don't need to.
You step on one, it's gonna stab you, and they're venomous. They get, and people think that they're cute. I found out, nigga, stingray venom can kill you within 5 minutes.
No, they're
nigga.
deadly. Look, you see what we killed the crocodile.
Well, that's because it wasn't the venom. It's because it stabbed him 7 times in the heart.
Oh, well, shit.
That shit went crazy and just.
It's deadly. It's deadly.
Yeah.
So peep this though. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought.
Something about the ocean and stingrays and shit like that.
No, it was just basically that, nigga. I mean,
It's
stay the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
Look,
it's just certain shit I'm not
I don't
fucking
think.
with,
I
bro.
mean, dog, I don't know. I'm mixed between it because I get it. I know people that are like fish. They love the water.
Nigga, if we
know what I'm
lived in
saying?
anywhere in like the swamps and shit, I wouldn't have a pool in the backyard.
Yeah.
Come out there and crocodile if you want to.
Right. That's a fact. But nigga, that wouldn't make a difference. They still be pulling up. Nigga, you just got to be on a swivel. That's another thing I thought about. Fam, my boy Eric Devendorf used to play at Syracuse, and he went on to play pro ball in Australia for a while.
Oh, I'm not.
And he was
fucking
telling
with
me, son, he was
none
like,
of
nigga,
that
I might
shit
go
in
to like the
Australia.
store. He said, nigga, like, you can't even go get. It's the closest thing to America and Europe and overseas basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, nigga, they got like their version of McDonald's and all type of shit. It's really kind of what you would consider Americanized in its own way.
Mm-hmm.
The English, like, you don't have to go over there and make a huge adjustment. Hip hop is over there, nightclubs is popping.
Yeah.
So it's, it's cracking. Same gear, all
Fashion,
that,
yeah.
fashion. So you right at home, and he's like, bro, I want to go get like a Dutch.
And then hold on, that nigga Florida man said, I grew up in Florida. Yeah, nigga, we're not going to the river in Florida. I'm cool, bro.
Hey, shout out to my Dukes in Florida, man. Thanks for pulling up on us.
Fucking with no type of rivers in Florida.
Hey, bro, no, I'm telling you, fam. Like, he was telling me that he's like, bro, like they got what was it, kimono dragons?
Yeah, nope.
Dog, he said he's like, man, you know you're in the city, so you're not gonna see a lot of kangaroos. He said they're like relative to like cows.
He said, but them motherfuckers.
But he said like you can't see one.
Yeah.
Because they're relative to cows in the fact that like they're gonna be on the outskirts and more of the farmland.
But they will come.
But
bringing
they
their ass
won't
in.
come down in the city, and he's like, and the city ones is a little more
aggressive because they used to people.
Yeah, and like. And it's just little shit like that. He's like, man,
nigga,
spiders,
the bugs and spiders.
Saying, fam.
I'm
Like,
cool.
So he told me, he was just like,
one of the friendliest spiders there is called the huntsman spider, and they get like this big, nigga, but they won't fuck with humans, and they say you should keep them in your house because they fucking kill off everything else, nigga. They won't bite a
see,
human.
dog.
You could hold it. They're not venomous to us, nigga.
I don't want to.
But them shits be this
I don't
big,
want to.
nigga.
Man, he told me, he's like, fam, I couldn't even go to the store to get like a Dutch by myself. And that's what he said. Dog, they was paying this nigga like $70K a month.
Right.
U.S. dollars, paying your taxes, paying your agent. And it was like, yo, get me out of here. Like, and the funny is because I was like, bro, you loved it. He was like, I did, but I didn't. Like,
Dude,
you know what I'm
them
saying?
bugs and all
like,
that
he was
shit's
just like,
weird.
fam,
It's different.
Dog, he's from Detroit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back and forth from Queens and shit. Like, he's not, nah. Like, you feel me?
I'm not
like
doing
some
it.
niggas. Like my boys once tried to get me to go cow tipping with them.
For
We was out at a basketball camp in the country, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh man, let's go tip it." And they did it.
fun.
But fam, I'm like, I'm scared of a cow. Like, nigga, I'm
You
from
get
the
kicked
city.
in the face
Like,
by that motherfucker.
no,
You
I
already
don't-
nigga.
First off, I don't know what a cow could do.
Nigga.
All like, niggas can laugh at me all they want. Oh, a cow can't do nothing. I don't
A
know.
cow could kick you.
All I know is I was driving with a shorty once to Vegas, and we was stuck on the side of the road for another 3 hours because some motherfucker hit a cow. Nigga, like
fuck their whole car off.
not only did it fuck their whole car off, fam, the cow was so big that nobody could drive past it. You get what I'm trying to say? You know how it gets to that part where it's one lane this way, one lane this way. That motherfucker was in the middle of the street, fam, and like you couldn't go nowhere.
Right.
You just had traffic bad. And I mean, we stood outside and was smoking and shit, listening to music, chilling. Like, damn.
Wanted to go kick the fuck out that cow.
No, but you know, my curious ass, I definitely had to go see because it was so black. It was black.
Right.
It was a black cow at nighttime. You could barely see it. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm like, nigga, I'm like, Shorty was just like, go see what's up going on.
Fuck
I looked at her.
you.
Dog, first off, we're in the middle of nowhere.
And it's dark.
We're like in the middle of Nevada. It's dark. And
Fuck
people
you.
that's been sitting out there, nigga, they done cut off their lights up there. So it's like, this is us and like a couple cars behind us that got their lights. So once I walk past my car,
It's dark.
I gotta walk up and there's people in their car. And I'm a black man. Nigga, we in the middle of Nevada.
Get shot
Nigga,
walking
what
up
these
on the car.
redneck niggas shoot me in
Oh!
my face like, what the fuck you doing, nigga? Like, hey, I don't know. And they wouldn't even be wrong. I'm all up in their car. That's just the rules we live by, nigga, when you come from a certain place. So I'm like, nigga, I'm not going up there.
But they walked up
And
on
she
my
was
car
talking-
in the dark in
and
the
she-
Nevada.
hey, whatever. And she was talking shit like, oh, you know, what are you scared? I just
Was she
looked at her.
white?
No. But nigga, but yeah.
Might as well
basically.
has been.
Yeah, basically, because
Fuck,
like,
that's
she
all
was
white.
very suburban.
Yeah,
and like,
we don't
and I
walk
remember she looked at
into
me,
shit like
and was
that.
like, what are you doing? And I was just like, go.
That's like telling me to walk down. That's like
have
telling
at
me
it.
we're in New York, walk down that dark alley right there. Just
Hey,
walk.
man, look, I'll do that first. Nigga, I'll do that first. I know people, nigga. I'm a human.
Okay, Detroit.
Nigga, I'll do that first. Then walk down, nigga, any dark highway between
Nevada.
between Reno and Fallon, nigga. Or between fucking Tonopah and Vegas, nigga.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
kidding me?
not doing that
Hey, bro,
either.
you could. I've had this conversation a million times driving through here. You could tell me, like, hey, bro, you walk from Tonopah to Las Vegas, to tip of Las Vegas. We got 250,000 for you.
That's too
Fam,
far.
I don't know if I could do it.
I couldn't. Because once dark hit,
I'm gonna tell you
I'm
why.
like, pick me up.
I'm gonna die. And this sounds funny, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be like crazy,
You ain't trying to be melodramatic.
but like, I'm not trying to be melodramatic. But what I'm saying is the way my brain works, fam,
Right.
and not being able to see, because I don't think niggas realize how dark it is out there. Like, because one time we had broke a tire, popped a tire, and had to change it. Bro, it's like 4 or 5 of us, nigga. My nigga Pink, he's 6'10", nigga. We out here like, and we all didn't think nothing of it. We jump out the car, nigga. Let's change this shit real quick, nigga. Whoop, whoop. You know me. It's light up time. Fam, my nigga Grease's girl turned just off common sense and just natural habit. Oh, we stopped. Like, must have turned the car off and like the lights. Fam, nigga, we all jumped back in that car so quick. Like, what?
Scared the shit out
nigga?
y'all.
Like, Cause niggas just didn't realize how dark it was.
Yeah.
Like, nigga,
Nah, that shit's
I can't
dark,
even see my goddamn
nigga,
hand in
yeah.
front of me, nigga. Like, where y'all at? And who's coming up on us? More importantly,
Nigga come kill all y'all.
fam. And I was thinking that, like, what
Did
if
you
a
cuss?
wild nigga?
Did you cuss her out?
No, cause it was so none of us really knew it, and she didn't even know what happened. She was like, what the hell? We scared her.
Said it's dark.
Nigga, we scared her because she's like, what the fuck is y'all jumping in the car for? Oh my God. Like, she slammed the door, rolling up the window and shit. I'm like, nigga, why you turn them lights off? And she was like, is that why y'all jumped in the car?
Yeah, did you see how dark
And then
it is?
while we was in the car, she turned them off again, fam. And it's in the middle of the night. It wasn't no traffic coming through. Like, fam, when I say you're not far, like, close enough to the city to where the reflections of the lights kind of, like, illuminate the sky.
Nah, you're nothing.
Fam, it's just mountain
pitch black.
and
nigga.
darkness and just dog, and just land, open land, and you know it's wild that life out there,
Or wild somebody.
and that's even scarier because I'm
Yeah.
like, fam, they got
Hills
the drop
have
on you.
I.
They got the drop on you.
They
If
live
they
here.
about 100 yards away and they see you pull up and get out the car and do it all that, nigga, they will be 5 feet in front of you before you even notice them.
You would just feel them.
You would just feel them and be like, oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Over. Son, no way. Call me a coward. Say I'm scary. I always said, nigga, I've always been scared of Reno.
I'm scared of that type of darkness.
No, I've always been scared of Reno. Because I remember when I lived in Hawthorne for a couple months, I was scared out there. And they used to laugh at me like, bro, you're from New York. Or like, you used to live in Vegas. Or you do all, like, nigga, I don't care. The fuck you mean? Those are human activities.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't gonna shoot you, he ain't gonna shoot you. If it ain't gonna stab you,
Gonna
or,
stab
you know,
you.
whatever. There's certain only little things you can do to defend yourself. But it's ways to not be around that type of shit.
Right.
However, why is there no street light right here, fam? Like, why this street so dark? Think about how many dark ass streets is in Reno. And it's gotten better since the city's expanded. But nigga, it's a lot of streets that we be walking down and something. I'm looking like, nigga, y'all cool now? Why we walking down here? Like, bro, this is the same street we walk down every day in the daytime. But
So
I'm like,
that's
I
the
never
daytime.
realized this street didn't have no street lights.
Right.
Well, that's how you get kidnapped, fam.
Killed, kidnapped, robbed, all types of shit.
Lynched.
Yep.
Shit. This shit used to
I
scare
ain't
the
going
fuck out of me.
nowhere in the dark in the South.
Fam, I'm not going nowhere in the dark, period. Because, nigga, all the latest lynchings been in California.
I'm talking about no, like in the South where it's dark like that outside. Where
I'm not
no
going
street
nowhere
lights.
dark where it's country. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fuck, we in Arizona, nigga. Like, if it's farmland and, like, rural shit,
Nope.
and there's wildlife just living, I don't care if it's peaceful. I don't give a fuck if it's, you never know, fam. You made one nigga get killed by a deer. You know what I'm saying? He come spear you in the middle of the nighttime, nigga, or some shit. I ain't playing with them, man. They can have it. When it comes to that outside shit.
See this nigga Florida Matt, he tripping talking about go to Montana. Just the country, nigga. That's somewhere I'm not getting caught at night in the dark.
See, yeah, man. Matt knows me. That's the thing. Matt knows I'm
Ain't
not
going
doing
to
none
no
of that
Montana.
shit. Matt's been trying to get me. Matt's a burner. Matt's the first. Nigga,
Oh,
Matt's
he's a
the one that
burner.
put me
All
on
right,
the Burning Man.
nigga. I'm a 9-year veteran, my nigga.
So Matt's been trying to get me to go to Burning Man damn near every year he would go. He just stopped asking me because it was like, bro, I'm not. He just realized like Keem's not going. As dope as it sounds, that's not something I'm naturally gonna do. Just because. What do you mean? Like, there's no like rooms?
You wouldn't go if a nigga had an
No.
RV?
Yeah, now RV's different. I would go with the RV.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing from now on.
But see, I've been more educated on Burning Man and stuff like that since.
Yeah.
So I kind of get a gist of what. And I even been out there, nigga, like with those carts and shit with one of my old coaches. So I kind of seen the landscape and was like, oh, I get what this is more so now. But yeah, still, that's not my. Hey, bro, I'm not going camping. My friends, I used to go camping in high school with niggas and drive home.
Well, essentially, Burning
And they be
Man's
like, "Bro, you're leaving?"
is EDC with camping in the desert. So if you just brought
No,
a
it's
fucking,
it's dirty EDC.
if you
It's
brought a,
dusty EDC.
that's what I mean, in the desert, nigga.
Nigga, in the
Dusty
sand.
as hell. But if you got an RV where you can shower every time you feel too nasty or something, it's different. Because you refreshed every time you step out that motherfucker.
You said you walked around Chicago and did what? I niggas in Chicago right now. Hey, man, be careful out there in the side,
So I
man.
walked through Chicago tonight, thought I was going to get
Yeah,
robbed.
bro, they not playing around out there. They different out there, man. The whole city different, man. Shit. Yeah, man. Shout out to Chicago.
You
But,
see
man,
this academics Meek Mill shit?
I've been seeing
Shit's
it.
funny.
Let's talk about it.
Axe winning.
Let's talk. Okay. Let's talk about
Axe
that.
is winning.
I ain't gonna lie, fam.
It's not looking good for Meek.
Meek is
Axe
on-
is beating his ass online. He's just better at it. Like you said, he's the nigga. He's just better at it. You don't fuck with the internet guy, bro.
Yeah, man. Like,
And his people. They gonna give him all the ammo he need
you know
if
what?
he ain't
I'm gonna
found
shift
it.
that. You don't fuck with he or she who owns a platform.
Yeah,
Because-
that's real.
We're going to get into this DeHaven real quick, this little DeHaven shit and Jay-Z shit that's going on out there. But at the same time, I noticed that too. If your friend is a multi-million selling artist or shit, if they're any kind of artist, if they just have a platform
Right.
and when they speak, millions of people are going to hear it and woo, woo, And then when you speak a couple, maybe
100,000, yeah.
maybe 1,000 or something, leave it alone, fam. Don't deal with it in that spirit because you're never gonna win. If me and you, let's say, look, we start we beefing. And then I'm tweeting, fuck Dre. But you rap.
Mm-hmm.
You spit my name on a hot song, nigga. Like, I lost. I don't care how right I was. I don't care how much sucker shit you might have done. Nigga, I don't care. Once you put that shit on the song, nigga gonna be like, oh, that's that nigga Dre was talking about. Like, they don't get all the tweets and shit that I put out, nigga, right before and after the song that justified what I did and proved you wrong. Nobody want to see that shit. Nigga, they gonna start judging the weird shit. Like, nigga, look at that nigga's shirt. You believe this nigga Hove nigga is going to fight? Why, nigga, look at that nigga's shirt, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll start taking this shit somewhere else. With academics, dog, he was like a low-hanging fruit. Mm-hmm. I give Ack credit in this way. I agree with Nipsey Hussle when Nipsey Hussle chastised him and refused to sit down with him and told him, you're a clown and you don't respect our culture.
Right.
What culture was he talking about?
Black.
Exactly. He was talking about that foundational black culture that is the creators of hip-hop. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, you can go and make these memes and do these videos and ridicule these people and call them stupid and make fun of them and make money off of it while you're college educated and you're here as an immigrant.
Right.
You have not went through none of the struggles that black Americans have went through here in America. Yeah. And a lot of black immigrants and other immigrants confuse that by dismissing their story. So they want to come and they want to tell the immigrant story and not realize the story and atrocities that natives went through here.
And still go through.
So that's where Nipsey was coming from. I respect that. I see that. That's what I was on too. But over time, I've watched Ack kind of not necessarily explain itself, but prove itself to be genuine. Right? Ack is right off the porch. Look, man, I'm a square. The name of my squad is called Chat Niggas. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mom, nope.
Yes, man.
Nope.
I'm running. I might take the fuck off.
That's crazy.
If I know it's something that can't catch me like that.
Once again, bro, it goes back to that same shit I told you. I might just die. Like, nigga, my heart might just stop. Like, I'm going to be thinking, like, dog, I'm going to be so amped that I don't have a heart attack. I don't even want to deal with what might happen, fam. Like, what do you mean?
I said I couldn't get away, but I didn't want to find out.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But damn, I forgot what was I saying. I'm going to be mad when I play this back and didn't finish my comment. I was talking about damn, I read that comment and it just threw me completely off.
Podcast or something?
Well, no, I was previously speaking about like having, going back and forth with someone that had a platform, but I went on to make another point.
Well, you're talking about him being an immigrant, not going having
anything to do with Thank you, brother. Like, and that's the thing. That doesn't mean that he doesn't come from struggle.
He just doesn't come from this struggle.
And so sometimes with people like that, you have to watch them, interact with them a while to understand the nature in which the struggle that they come from, right? Mm-hmm. So then you can relate. It's like, oh, the struggle is different, but I get you because you come from over there, that's like this. I come from over here, and it's like this. And it's both fucked up a little bit, and we kind of making our way through it. He was a guest in the House of Hip Hop for a while. He's worked his way into being a staple.
Yep.
Like, when every label contacts academics
to do a feature
and spends their artist's budget, some of their budget, with him for engagement. You understand? Like, it's not even that deep as far as, like, doing a sit down or anything or getting them on his platform.
Right.
They see the numbers and the algorithms. It's like, yo, when he talks about you, your numbers go up, even if he's clowning you.
Right.
He has the following. What does he call them? Chat niggas. I think to blog, what this is gonna sound kind of blasphemous and crazy, but if you let me get it out, I'll try to make sense of it. Academics is what to blogging Kanye West was when he first came in the game of music, into the rap game. He's a person that's unapologetically him.
Right.
Right? Yep. Now, we can always say that because it's a dude that's a gangster that's unapologetically him. but it's easier to be that. That's the cool guy.
Right. But to be the
kid
academics,
that's not cool,
right?
That's not a street guy, right?
Air conditioner.
But then he's grinded and developed something on some hip hop shit out of the palm of his hands that has allowed him to buy every car that every rapper raps about. Big house. He can go get the jewels from the jeweler that they get. You know what I'm saying? He now messing with some of the same females. He's in the game now. And that's self-made, and there's nothing more hip-hop and authentic and gangster than that. Right? So, insert Meek Mill, who I'm a huge fan of. But my biggest, if I could ever holler at Meek, I would always, and I know Hov be telling him this, bro, stay off the internet.
Right.
Because Meek is closer to my age than he's closer to like 6'9" in them's age.
Right.
Right? And because of that, he needs to talk, like, look what Drake does. Look what Kendrick does. Look what J. Cole do. They treat the internet like a damn near 40-year-old man. I use it for what I need it for.
And that's it.
But they're not engaging and making bold statements and just, you could tell Meek treats his Twitter handle like I treat mine and like you treat yours. There's no like rebuttal. And some people might like that and be like, oh, that's cool. But it gets them in these little tiffs like, he has nothing to gain from fighting academics.
Nothing.
And academics
he has everything to lose, too.
Academics is calculated and intelligent enough to know that. Meek Mill's not the only one that be talking shit about academics. That's a street nigga, woo woo. But he found one. It's like, oh, nigga, you want to bully me? I'm going to show you how to bully a nigga on the internet. I'm a master. That's what made me a millionaire. I'm the king of this shit, actually. And he got these niggas called chat niggas. These are fucking kids in Tokyo. These are kids in fucking Belize somewhere. These are kids all over the world that have nothing to do with this culture on a hand-to-hand basis, but they're fans of it, and they dictate certain things if you allow them to. So they'll get on Meek Mill's newest single snippet and be like, oh, that shit's ass. When everybody else that's really in the real world of hip-hop be like, that nigga Meek just put one of them snippets, nigga, that shit gonna be hard.
Right.
But that skews the algorithms to where it fucks with your money.
Right, yeah.
So when these rappers and artists that don't understand this figure it out, they've already lost a deal. They've already kind of lost some digits on a deal. And now they're going back and they're mad and be like, you know, fuck academics. They don't realize that TMZ has that same power. They don't realize that the Shade Room, these are not entities owned by, ironically, when you start talking about black American-owned media, you're talking about The Roland Martin, you're talking about Puff Daddy, and if you want to call Tidal a media company because they do put a lot of shows and all this other shit on there, then you can go ahead and have at it, but that's it. You don't really have a lot of black-owned media. Byron Allen.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have
Who
a lot
they've
of.
been blackballing.
So when you start about the Shade Room and Gossip and things like, these are people that like, look, black people all love, but these are these are black immigrants.
Yep.
These are black people that didn't grow up in Compton, Brooklyn, Detroit, Chicago,
Miami,
Reno, Las Vegas. They didn't grow up in American cities necessarily ingratiated in American culture in a way that, you know, indoctrinated, I should say, in American culture. They came here. And so I'll be telling people all the time, man, outside of the African-American race, so-called race, and the indigenous people of America, everyone else came here with a handout. Like, came here looking to prosper, came here looking to hit it big, came here looking for safety, came here looking for refuge. And I just want to remind people culturally of that. You know what I'm saying? So when Nipsey said that to academics, what I respected is that academics didn't shy from it. He took it in heed, and they was able to correct that, and he was able to tell Nipsey, nigga, like, I understand that, and make it right before Nipsey was murdered. He never bad talks Nipsey or anything like that. He don't take shots at him. But it's a difference between Nipsey saying that the way and dealing with it that way, and then somebody like you know, The Game or some other people like, oh, nigga, what, nigga, that nigga DJ Academics is a bitch, nigga. And when I see him, I'm gonna do this, and that. And he's saying, like, nigga, I'm a multimillionaire with the same security company you got. Right. You talking all this gangster shit, nigga. You hire police, you hire police, you hire police. I know that because I wanted to go to a date last week and I couldn't because y'all had them all booked up. I know we deal with the same people in the same security. What makes you think that my friends that see me as a bag won't do the same shit that your friends that see you as a bad come from. Just because
Right.
we come from different struggles don't mean we don't come from struggle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's when the act really showed out is when Rory posted his address, nigga, and pulled up at his house. Act was like, nigga, I'll kill your motherfucking ass. You come over here again.
Right.
He was saying that to him, like, bro, this ain't no game. And that's when he start going in on Rory endlessly. Then he got Rory damn near the divorce and all kind of shit. Because he started posting, nigga, oh, you cheating on your girl, nigga, whoa, whoa, whoa. And the culture that he's from, that ain't snitching.
Right.
That ain't against bro code.
Right.
He's from the chat culture world.
Mm-hmm.
These is chat niggas. They get in there and chat about everything and talk about everything. But I was just watching academics do a second version of his verses between CLB and Donda. And what amazed me is, dog, you talking about 30, 40,000 people engaged in this, and he's telling them, he's directing it like a choir, like, okay, so chat. Whatever he tells them to do, they do it. He's like, okay, so like we're not going to use words because people are thinking that people's comments are skewing the votes. Because he's a Drake fan. He proclaimed Drake is going to wash this nigga Kanye. And Drake and Kanye won both of the little things. And it's on his platform that's geared mostly towards Drake. And he was saying that, like, damn, that's crazy. I got to keep it real, nigga. Like, it is what it is. They feeling that Donda. Like, you know what I'm saying? CLB is cool, but I don't know if nobody's calling it a classic. It's dope.
It's not a classic to me.
It's dope. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people were critiquing it in the ways of, I seen a lot of people saying, like, damn, when is Drake going to give us something different? Like, it's the same Drake. Like this album sounds like the same albums that's been coming out the last 3 some odd years. You know what I'm saying? And we like it. We take it in because you know what happened where he's a genius is Drake's figured out how to like be the musical backdrop to our life. He had a bar once where he said all his friends was at the club and he just at the house trying to make the music that they club to.
Yeah, that's hard. That's a bar I can
He might not have been lying though because I see it. He'll put the stupid song on there that we laugh at, like, nigga, like Ratchet Happy Birthday, Tootsie Slide. These are all platinum hits.
Yep.
Because what he understands is TikTok drives the numbers now. We don't want to admit it. TikTok pushes hip-hop now. So whatever dance that those stripper girls that love Drake, because he gives them those music, you know what I'm saying? He gives them those songs to dance to while they getting dressed and be silly. That ain't talking about killing and doing all the other shit. It's kind of lighthearted. All females and kids are going to like that. So they create these little dances. Those dances drive the numbers, and it push these songs that nobody's really requesting to hear outside of the dance, or nobody's playing, you know, the average listening hip-hop consumer is genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, he puts one on every record. Like one of those songs. It's like, it's almost damn near like a spoof. But it's a song, it's real lighthearted, it's silly. We all kind of like, that don't fit the record. Like, what is that, nigga? Like, that could have been a fire record you gave us that. He got one on this year with Future. And sure enough, TikTok is eating it up. And that's going to drive the numbers. That's going to drive the record sales. That's why he has more number ones than Elvis. That's why he's on the Beatles' ass, just like Hov was. Like, it's a science to this. He's going to give you 2 songs to remind you that, damn, this nigga might be one of the best rappers out.
Right.
Then he's going to give you a whole bunch of in between shit. And it's featuring everybody you like. Everybody that's doing numbers is on
all
there.
the little babies
all
and
the
shit.
little babies, all the Dirks, all the Futures, all the, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's on there. It's carefully packaged. It's safe. It's a safe album. It's going to do 600. You know what I'm saying? First day, boom, like first week, boom, I'm out there. Yep. I'm getting my platinum numbers. I'm getting my, you know what I'm saying, the bread. My investors are happy. They getting their money. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the mentions. I'm back in the lab, nigga, working on another one. I'm just waiting for the day for Kendrick or somebody to, like, step on, because Kendrick has been throwing jabs at this man forever. He's been responding, telling him, nigga, when you ready, nigga, step out. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it's gonna take to get the Drake that the fans that first heard him rhyming with Little Brother and on Jay Dilla beats. That's the, you know what I mean? That's what brings that out. Cause that 7 a.m. Birdie to wherever shit song, go back and listen to that. I love it. He tore Kanye's ass up in that song. And rightfully so, because, you don't play with nobody's fucking address. Yeah, okay, his address was public, whatever, nigga. You don't post his address because when you post his address, you got stands out there, nigga, that might feel insinuated to go. You know what I'm saying? Incentivized to go do something like I'm holding Ye down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that can get somebody hurt, nigga. You don't play like that. You know, and I feel that nigga like that, man. That man got a son now.
Right.
And like he said, nigga, don't post that address to your Twitter handle. Get that shit to your driver, nigga. Drake was talking spicy, like, nigga, I'll knock your noodles off, nigga. You come around here playing all that shit. Like, nigga, it was like, yeah, I'm at this house by myself, nigga, but so is this tech thing with me, nigga. Like, what is wrong with you? Any man has that right. So he was right to do that. He got Swiss Beats the fuck up out of here. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you got to go get that a listen. He got Swiss up out of here. And he was right to do that, too, because I think Drake sometimes is low-hanging fruit. And niggas get spicy. Swiss was on Drink Champs, got a little spicy. He was drinking. And just, fuck that nigga. He's a bitch. And then he walked it back a little bit. He was with Buster. Buster tried to walk it back a little bit. He walked it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, Drake leaked that record, nigga, with him and Buster. That's hard, nigga. And everybody's like, why wasn't this on one of the albums? Well, it probably was going to be on an album. And that was him telling Bus, like, yeah.
Man's fucked that up.
Y'all blew that, nigga. And it's just
Busta Rhymes will beat the shit out that boy.
Hey, man,
Really
maybe.
Busta Rhymes. That's a
I
big
know
ass nigga.
Maybe. I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
You've seen Busta Rhymes in
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
It's
I know.
a big ass man,
I mean,
bro.
don't get me wrong. I'm not betting on anybody on a fight. I'm just saying that, like, what I like to look at the totality of things, bro. And one thing that I know that I'm not biased in is when I'm starting to, like, when I talk about hip-hop music.
Mm-hmm.
You nice.
Period.
Even if I don't like you, nigga,
Yeah,
you're still
period.
nice.
I think Drake is soft as shit, but he's got bars.
Great things. See, this the thing, though. That soft shit, to me, is a carefully packaged image to disguise what I'm starting to realize, and that's what I came in here to say today, is a cold-hearted killer, nigga. Like, I'm listening to these lyrics, dog, and I'm like, dog, this is like, and you know I'm a Hove guy. This is Hove shit, like how surgical this nigga is with that pen, and the way he's putting like the way he's putting this shit together, the way he's telling this story. I'm like, fam. It's like, nigga, he's been goading niggas for ages. Mm-hmm. Everybody gives that to Kendrick. We give that to Kendrick. This nigga Kendrick ain't did nothing in 4-5 years, right? We give that to Kendrick. Oh, and Kendrick, I'm like, bro, I have yet. Kendrick don't do the Drake. He don't do Drake numbers. And then people oh, well, he ain't really. He's under. No, he's not. Kendrick is not an underground artist. He has a machine behind him.
Right.
Nigga, a major camp.
Big ass machine.
Right. He got a Dr. Dre stamp early. Like, there's nothing small fries. He's not Wale in the sense of, nigga, like, you don't have the support necessarily as some of the bigger dudes in your class. Right. And just because we're on the West Coast, and just because Kendrick kind of, like, is more identifiable in terms of, like, traditional West Coast, he'll put a little gangster imagery. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, that shit don't fool me. Right. Nigga, rapping with a whole bunch of gangsters behind you, nigga, on some hip-hop shit don't fool me. It don't fool me, nigga.
Right.
And I'm seeing that this nigga Drake, nigga, is like, yo, what you gonna do, nigga? You keep throwing subliminals. I answer them shits right back. I heard the boy Joe Budden say something. And I was like, he might be right on this. Kendrick is going to fall. His album's going to come out. And he's going to be in album mode, promoting, doing an album. And you're going to fuck around. Drake done already put his album out. Mm-hmm. And he going to have some time.
He going to have time today.
And just like he did with Kanye, he listened to that album. And he said, okay, nigga, you bet not. Now, obviously, that surgical shit, that killer shit, Drake had already befriended somebody in the camp, had already did what he had to do to know, nigga, that you already said my name on this shit, nigga. So I'm waiting, nigga, and I'm hearing, oh, nigga, you didn't say it? But he heard some subliminals, nigga, and he heard some, okay, nigga, I don't like that. And that's what I was waiting for. Fuck you. Hold that album, nigga. That nigga had a late entry. and he tweeted, 24 bars left. Nigga, that song is 24 bars. Nigga, dog, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Like, he ate that nigga Kanye's ass up in the sense of telling, just in the sense of like, bro, nigga, don't get at me. He just checked him, nigga. Like, nigga, you're jealous. And it's showing. It ain't a good look on you, nigga. I never thought I would be number one in this shit. Because that was you. You know what I'm saying? The way he got at him, dog, was surgical. And if those things are all true, Kanye deserved that. And I think that Kanye, in the space he's in, he probably was willing to concede that. Mm-hmm. And that's why he was just like, no, pull that record. But Drake, to not look like he's always still like beating a dead horse, he's surgical, nigga. He's very like well thought out. That nigga just, oh nigga, I'm gonna release that shit so everybody know why I got your ass up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But nigga, it's a chess game going on because Push about to come.
Yeah, and Push,
nigga, and you tapped out and with
Push,
me.
Push been
you gracefully bowed out with me. Now this is the thing. I used to think Drake was scared of Push, and I used to think he didn't want it, and I still gotta hold that position because that's what he showed, and that's what it is. Until you say Push name.
Every time Push come out,
until you
Drake
say
is
Push
like,
name,
I'm not.
Until you jump out with Push, nigga.
Because Push don't play.
I got to like, hey, nigga, you
and Push is that
ran.
nigga that will see you
bro,
in the street.
I gotta say, look, you ran from that man, in a way.
He did.
Because you were throwing jabs and shit.
And he finally hit you.
And that's because, nigga, nobody thought, oh, Push, it had been like 8-9 years since he had put out an album. Well, that nigga, that's 7 joints, though. And he addressed your shit, like, and he dressed you.
And personally addressed you.
I don't care, me personally, I don't care, nigga. I don't care what J Prince said.
No.
I'm pressing play. I always thought it was weird that Drake seems to be more angry with Kanye.
And won't go fuck with Push.
But then I also realized that a lot of shit goes on behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of like, nigga, you know, just friendships, like no friends in the industry shit on his album. Nigga, he was getting that Kendrick, dog, and he got that nigga the fuck up out of here. Like, nigga, stop playing with me. You don't sell like I sell, nigga. Nigga, all that we was cool shit, nigga, then you just got jealous because, nigga, my career went a different way. Hey, man, I wasn't an easy target that you thought I was. Like, nigga, you what do you say, nigga? He one of them clever terms, like, nigga, you gravely misjudged. And he said something slick, nigga. But dog, the album is dope because he got a couple songs where it's like, nigga, I'm addressing everything that I heard over the last year. Mm-hmm. That's Hove-like to me. I'm not doing an interview like you niggas. I'm not going to be yelling and spitting in my phone like you niggas, looking all oval-shaped head, nigga looking old and shit, nigga. I ain't doing all that corny shit. Oh, nigga, come album time.
I'm addressing everybody.
I'll let niggas know everybody getting a little half a bar. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting a little half a bar. And I'm moving on with my life. So I like that approach, man. I think both of the albums, nigga, are decent listens. Like, I've listened to both of them several times. And, you know, albums grow. I think that this internet shit and the shit that we do right now, like, sometimes it makes us, like, judge shit quickly. You be in a rush to, like, you know, but it's growing. It's grown on me. Because even songs that I didn't like on that Drake, and Drake typically does that. He'll have a couple songs where I'm like, I don't know, nigga. And then after hearing them, you know what I'm saying, you don't mind them as much. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I don't know, Matt.
That's tough.
I don't know. Hey, you know what? That Nas album, man, I ain't going to lie. That Nas album might be better than both. But, Matt, I don't know about us. I seen Stax and Big Boy fucking around with each other again.
No. What they're doing is
I would love to see them niggas do something.
They got a video game coming out.
But that could lead to other shit.
I doubt it.
The fact that they're working together, nigga, is good.
Well, nah, because I've already heard Andre speak on this whole situation. It's all this re-anniversary of Two Boys in the Cadillac with the fucking animated video is strictly promotion for the video game. Not for any new music, not for anything else outside of that.
We'll see, because that nigga jumped on Ye shit the last 2 albums.
I think he's just featuring with people who
3 albums.
Feels like he fucks with like that.
Yeah, because he Fam, I'm
Think
not
about
going.
it.
Did you?
Think
you
about
I
it. Big
can't believe
boy.
you haven't heard that verse.
Big
Nigga.
boy is his
What are
best.
we doing?
Big boy is his best friend, nigga.
Allegedly.
He's doing features
They
and
might
shit.
not be best friends no more.
Nah, cause you let both of them tell it. The only reason Andre walked away is cause he didn't like the fame of everything.
That nigga walks around New York, nigga, Soho right now playing the flute.
Yeah, he said he wants to be able to do that type of shit.
But nigga, why would he not be able to do that from rapping? Nigga, if he can do it in New York City, nigga, ain't nobody bothering him. He gonna be straight. It's just, I get it. We're selfish fans.
Mm-hmm.
We're entitled consumers, bro.
I stopped being that selfish fan. I just started taking every 3,000 verse I get and just enjoying it.
Fam,
That's it.
you better. Well, you got a treat coming, nigga.
I just
Dog,
take
the way this nigga's got at done, dog. The way 3 Stacks got at Kanye's mom and his mom on that verse, on like
he don't like his
it's,
mom
nah, nigga, it's
or Kanye's mom.
No, it's Kanye and 3 Stacks on the track. It was supposed to be on the Donda album. He pulled it last minute.
But they were talking shit about their mothers.
No, the way he got at her, nigga, like the way, nigga, dog, you'll see. It's dope.
Well,
nigga.
when you say somebody getting at somebody, my nigga,
It's all in the context in which you use it. Because think about it. You said that for other reasons. Like, nigga, you was getting at those bitches the other night. Nigga, how'd it go? Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I ain't mean it like that. I just meant it in the sense of, like, nigga, he kind of, like, he was communicating to her. And the way it was just dope because, you know, his mom passed.
right?
So, like, it was clean the way he put it all together. But it's funny because we stumbled on this topic, fam. I just literally on the way over here seen a clip. I cut it off at before the end. I didn't want to hear the shit. It broke my heart. It's 3 Stacks, nigga, talking about why he ain't active and why he don't make music. And this shit made so much sense and was so 3 Stacks genuine like and simplistic. I was like, oh fuck, man, we might not get him.
You're not
like,
gonna get another
we ain't getting
3 Stacks album.
Damn, dog, we might not get him
album.
because. I'm going to paraphrase what he said. What he said was like, he didn't want to be, and this is the thing that I like about Nas and I think Hov and who else, nigga. Even Fat Joe, I'll put him on there, and it's a couple of other artists that's older that have came out recently that it ain't about the numbers with them. They rich as fuck.
They just like doing music.
They just doing music. Nigga, Jim Jones.
Yeah.
And the shit sounds crisp. And it sounds new and fresh, and it sounds good. It don't sound forced.
Yeah.
It don't sound like some old niggas trying to hold on to their lane.
No, it sounds like a bunch of older niggas still doing what they love and
exactly,
making
dog.
albums for not the sales, for the love
for
of
the
their
love
own ear.
It's like, yeah,
they
bro.
want to play this in the car every day.
Right,
you know what
man.
I'm saying?
And it's like, and so because of that, I think that maybe 3 Stacks is sitting back and seeing that, and that might, you know, you can that spark can always get re-sparked, and that's the beauty of it. Because I don't care how long 3 Stacks stay out the game and stay unactive. That's still motherfucking 3 Stacks.
20 years since the fucking Outcast
That
album.
is
That's crazy.
still motherfucking 3 Stacks.
No, but I'm just saying it's crazy
and if
to
he
think it's
decide
20 years.
to go put that cape back on and go in that booth, nigga, good night. Because it's been 20 years since they had an album, but, nigga, he's still relevant.
Doing features and all types
I was just about to say that. He's still relevant because, nigga, like, the features
he's
are
just
crazy.
choosy, and he gets to be that nigga. He gets to really choose because everybody wants a 3,000 verse.
But everybody don't deserve it.
Exactly.
That's what. I'm glad you said that. Back to Drake. That's my knock right now.
No, not everybody needs a Drake verse.
If I don't ever want to hear Drake in Future,
right?
No more. I don't want to hear Drake with none of these niggas no more, man.
No.
It's time to take it to the next level.
That's why I liked J. Cole so much, is because his whole first album was featureless.
Yeah, his first like 3-4 albums.
And he's a pick and choose. He's gonna pick his features way better than anybody else because he's not gonna pick the hottest.
His
niggas.
second, third, and fourth album.
Yeah.
Were featureless.
Right.
J. Cole is a master thinker and becoming a master teacher, and what he does is he's very analytical, and he's true to himself. He's the non-cool kid that's cool.
Right.
And that's hard to be. In a lot of ways, that's who Kanye was when he first came to the game. What J. Cole had was a blueprint in Kanye, a label made to see, like, and he would rap about it. Like, nigga, I don't want to be that way. I don't want to end up that way. And so he would do things like not fuck with people.
Right.
Hey, man, I can't get caught up in all this bullshit back and forth.
So
If you niggas ain't around with me, if I ain't hanging around you niggas, I got friends. And we can kick it when we see each other at the club. I fuck with y'all niggas.
Right.
Hey, matter of fact, just so y'all know it ain't no smoke, I'm doing this motherfucking joint record with all my label mates, nigga. Compilation. Want y'all all
Come
come
jump
cooking
on it.
on this.
Right.
And then now he's established. Now he's already frontline Bill. That's J motherfucking Cole.
Yeah.
Right? I don't need nobody to go do, nigga, get a deal, nigga, whatever. I did it all without them. I did it. I'm signed to Hov, but I didn't use the Hov stamp.
Nope.
I don't have Hov on my album every other time. I'm not jumping on his. Nigga, I did this away from him on purpose. Now you got to take me as a businessman, that's serious, a real force. Hey, now guess what? I'm feeling friendly, my guy.
Now you get
You niggas want to get on? Let's
right.
do it. I got a record, man. 21. Come jump on this.
Fucking.
I like the vibe with you in the studio, nigga. You cool, nigga. Come jump on this.
Yeah.
Hey, come jump. You know what I mean? And now he can do that. And now we appreciate the features. Like, it was a time niggas was third. Damn, I want to just hear. I wonder what Cole would sound like. We forgot what it would sound like.
Right.
Like, damn, I wonder what Cole would sound like on a feature with features. Like on a feature. And he killed features, nigga, for a year straight. Mm-hmm. Like, I can do it. It's all about the setup. I think Kendrick and Drake and Cole and Big Sean, I'll say this, and Wale, when they came in, it was like, yo, these niggas gonna bring rap back. Mm-hmm. And they did. But Sean and Wale were label guys.
Yeah.
And they were on labels that had guys, right? Whereas Drake became first priority.
Yeah, exactly.
Drake became priority. It was a perfect storm of things, and he had the right cosigns. First, Hov was stamping you, nigga. You was all in New York, nigga, fucking with Hov. Nigga, you was fucking with all the underground niggas on the scene. But then, nigga, like, you got that deal with Wayne, nigga, to go on tour. Nigga, you was out there. Okay, that pushed you.
Until you didn't own your first 2 albums and masters.
Wale has been shelved a couple times.
Right.
Where the label was just like, oh, we're going through as a transition, nigga, so we're going to push your shit back to the next quarter.
Because he's on Warner Brothers now, right?
But he's dropped a single for this album. But now you pushing this shit back to next quarter. So now it seemed like that single came out last year.
Yeah.
So niggas is like, damn, nigga, that was just a Lucy. But then when you get the album, that single's on it, so you feel like you got cheaped.
Yeah.
Cheated and shit. Like,
or would you couldn't come with another song, so you put this whole motherfucker
my nigga Wale did a whole mixtape album, nigga, featuring fucking Jerry Seinfeld. That was brilliant.
Yep.
If Drake does that shit, dog, the
album without nothing. The album about nothing.
We're goating him if Drake does that. If J. Cole does that, if Eminem, if anybody else does that, they're gonna be looked at as like, oh my God, dog, that's the most groundbreaking art. Oh my God. But it's just something about the fact that when you're on a label, man, and like they can dictate relationships, they can dictate, you know what I'm saying, exposure. And it makes you disgruntled to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, you're right, Matt. I think this album is gonna be a healing process for Ye, though, in the sense that he had to address some things.
He's talking about 3,000.
Oh, that's true too. Same thing with him. The reason why I'm gonna say that is because I don't know if you heard the song with him and Kanye that got scratched from the Donda, Matt, but go listen to Stack's verse on there. That definitely lets me know that he's going into a therapeutic space because he was able to talk about his mother and relegate it to his mother in that way. Usually people don't talk about it. You know, it takes a while. You know, but Kanye always spoke of his mother in his music. So she was a big part of his music. That's why his music had to, in my opinion, get so dark before it can kind of lighten up again. You remember what's The Good Life, nigga? How that beat make you feel when it first dropped? It just felt, nigga, you can hear that shit and it's snowing outside. You used to drop that shit, boy, that shit sound like, it felt like a summer day in the club, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When The Good Life would drop.
Still to this day,
right.
That song still got that
Dog,
same.
There's something genius about being able to do that. That genius didn't go nowhere. Because Kanye has a couple of songs that when you listen to him on this album, that kind of uplift you a little bit in that same spirit. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say this right here on my platform. The knock is strong. The one thing that kind of makes it, like, if I had a difficult thing about the Donda album, like, I'm going to be honest with you. I have my own spirituality and my own political views that can allow my ears to get a little annoyed at the overusage of the word Jesus.
Yeah, that's real.
I have nothing against Christianity. I grew up in a Christian household. I grew up very close to like, Islam as well. I respect all religions and belief systems. I just, with what I know and what I know that the indoctrination that comes along with some of that, for a person that's powerful and is spiritual to me is Kanye. It can just, but that's his religion, and he gets to wear that on his sleeve if he wants to. Um, but I'm just being honest. I'm just looking like that's what I would critique. Would I like to hear more rapping on there? Yes, but I'm always here to hear Kanye rap. I don't think Kanye thinks of himself as a rapper what I think of him as a rapper, and most people think of him as a rapper. And we hear a lot about writers coming in, but Kanye gets a lot of those writers to write bridges and hooks.
Hooks, right? Hooks are a pain in the ass.
He writes. I mean, he has niggas that's wrote shit for him before, but he writes. Kanye can write a hot 16. So yeah, Drake. If I'm comparing it, more rapping on there, but not too much more.
No, like I said, I like Drake's albums for the beats better than I like it for the rhymes. I like Donda album for the rhymes more than I like it for the beats. I'd like the song composure more on Donda than
I think
do
Lil Durk
on.
stole the show on both albums.
Mm-hmm.
Durk had a strong presence on both albums. What's the little kid, the young boy from Brooklyn? Nigga, 5 Year Foreign. Like, all the features on the Drake album, I mean on the Donda album, was to me was just right on point.
Well, yeah, because Kanye doesn't just feature anybody. You can't just be the hottest thing and be on Kanye shit. You still got to be something he likes.
Well, the thing is, it's just like sometimes I look at it like, and I don't even think that he like all these niggas. I just think that he just knows how to use their talent better than them. When niggas say you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song. It's that concept, kind of that mentality. Like, you know who most definitely need to do a track with? Freeway.
Mm-hmm.
That contrast that he has, like that ear and his ability to contrast sounds and his eyes and things like that to contrast visuals. He knows, like, okay, this nigga, he's the first person I ever heard point out that Jay-Z kind of was mesmerizing because he was the first modern day rapper to not have like a deep or not go with a mellow tone type rap voice.
Mm-hmm.
So it forced you to listen to his lyrics more and not just vibe out with the sound and the melodics of the track. You know what I'm saying? And he was just talking about those little minute things, and you could just tell, like, damn, that's a person that's very, very detailed,
Right.
to even point that out. Like, he noticed that, and he said that that's what I was gonna do. I knew that I was gonna, like, he said, you listen to rappers, man, they give you their deepest voice, right? But he's just like, I just knew I wasn't gonna do that.
I never really, like, my brother told me, he's like, you don't have a deep voice. You're not gonna, if you want to have a deep voice, you better rap as soon as you wake up in the morning, and most people can't do that. He's like, nigga, you just have to work with what you got with, nigga. Like, and I don't have a deep voice. I know I don't. I have a higher tone voice, and that's fine with me because I've learned to like it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, having the ability to compare and contrast those sounds and frequencies, look what your production mind goes into, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's able to go in there, as are you, and okay, my voice don't sound good with this. Let me turn this up. Let me turn that down. Let me add some of this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's creativity, bro. It's art. It's creativity and it's art, man. Wrapping it up as far as the Donda, Kanye, Donda, CLB shit, man. Like, I'm not a stan. I'm not a groupie.
I'm gonna keep it real. I hate the name of that album.
You know what I thought? The only disappointment that I really have about the Drake shit is
That
when I
name
first
was
heard
corny.
the album name.
And then the dumbass cover.
Dog, when I first heard the album name, I thought, Certified Lover Boy. This is my mind working. I'm marking it now. I'm like, yo, I know what he's going to do. Niggas always front him off like he's soft. Niggas always front him off. He's going to get these niggas the tracks. He's going to get a nigga out we always been waiting for. He's going to do his blueprint. He's going to do his reasonable. He's going to do his, it was written. He's going to do, you know what I'm saying?
But he didn't.
Get rich, get trying. He going to do his, nigga, I'm giving you niggas 13, 16, 17 tracks of just bars.
But he didn't.
He didn't.
There's bars on there. It wasn't.
And one thing I will say, this is not my take. I seen it on the internet. Somebody pointed out he was spicy on his album.
Mm-hmm.
Even the like songs geared to women and shit, like it wasn't the typical
He was spicy.
like, you know what I'm saying, I love you, I miss you, I'm
He
sorry.
said, "Nah."
It was like, no, you bitches ain't shit, nigga. I told you about me. You know what I'm saying? Like his whole energy is different on this album versus his typical. So I will say there is change in that. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. The way this shit go now, I expect that Andre 3000 song, that Three Stack song, to be on the album.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way the streaming shit is, they'll
You
just
can
go.
put
They
it
can
on
just, they can
tomorrow.
just put it on there tomorrow. You know what I mean? Staying in a little bit of music shit. I know you don't really care too much about this personally, probably,
This motherfucker always want to bring up some shit I don't care about.
but my nigga Hove has a verse that's floating around these streets, man. And if you're of a certain age and a certain knowledge, it's big deal. Rock Boys, man, everybody knows it's established what Jay-Z and his crew did in New York City. And all through his career, he's always shouted out and had a tumultuous relationship with his former best friend by the name of D. Haven. It's always weird that all the niggas he grew up hustling with and didn't went down that road with, they all work with him. They're all bosses. They're all getting big money legitimately in some capacity. Emory Jones gets out of prison and instantly lands the job as Akon's manager a few years ago. Like Akon needed a manager a few years ago. That was a favor from Hov. Now he's known to have $1 million mansions, and you know he basically him and Biggs has the paper plane shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you see him courtside with Hov. He did a 12, 13-year stretch, didn't snitch on him. The other party in that could have, told on Hov and probably got a lighter sentence and all that shit is DeHaven. DeHaven comes home, and within a few weeks, because he hadn't gotten a response back to anybody that he had reached out to, he decided to get on the internet and trash everybody. Talking crazy, reckless, bringing up shit that nobody ever knew, public, personal shit. And that led to a verse where Hov was like, fuck DeHaven for caving. That's why we not friends. No, he said, fuck DeHaven for caving. Made men ain't supposed to make statements. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That had the streets buzzing. Oh, that nigga must have snitched. So he goes on like a 7-year rampage, nigga, on the internet, 6-year rampage, talking about niggas, I don't know what's going on. He's trying to lie on me and snitch. He, start, oh, what about Desiree Perez? Woo, 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 woo. He's the ones that start telling, like, yo, nigga, like, that's who's working, hitting Hov off with the work. You know what I'm saying? Her and Al, her and Juan. OG Juan was running Tidal. He got Desiree Perez running Rock Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Those is OGs. First off, I want to say shout out to my connects. Like, nigga, they work with him. They getting legal money. They just got a pardon from the president. You know what I'm saying? He's hating. He's still around the streets. In Brooklyn, he fell off. Caught dope case. Refused to put money in when they was building Rockefeller.
Mm-hmm.
Now, nigga, you looking back at it and like, nigga, I should have put some money up, nigga. And now, even though I didn't put money up, even though I spoke ill about your mother, sister, nieces and nephews, even your nephew that died, you're a billionaire. You're a billionaire, nigga. Like, hold me down. I should have a job or something. I should be good over there. So Hope wasn't fucking with him, wasn't speaking his name until that. Didn't speak his name, but wasn't addressing him until that Drake song came out.
Mm-hmm.
Because nigga, it sounds very like nigga, but what I want to get to is that like where the internet was buzzing is like, yo, do you think he tried to kill him? Because, see, you haven't heard that, right? Have you heard the verse?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, this nigga ain't heard or seen shit. But yeah, like so, if you hear the verse for like Hov it's real dark, nigga, and it's really like you niggas tried to kill me. Like you nigga, like he started off the verse like the nigga tried to kill me, and y'all still hung with him, right? He's talking about a group of people that he came up with that nigga that he don't fuck with no more, that was back in kind of kicking it with the Haven. Definitely Hov low key was dry snitching on that motherfucker. Like this nigga tried to kill me, and y'all niggas is on my jack, nigga, like talking about I ain't a good friend, and cause I'm up, nigga, I'm supposed to help him. But he basically let that nigga know, nigga, all it is, nigga, when you see me from this moment on is violence, nigga.
Mm.
That's what he said, nigga. All we respect the nigga now is violence. And nigga let him know, nigga, I'm a billionaire, nigga, and I know where you live. Nigga, I'll get your ass touched. I'm not the same Sean you knew once. Nigga, he was spitting, dog. It was that old hove, nigga, that old gangster, like, nigga, I don't got kids, nigga. I'll knock your top off. That hove. So, it was a spicy weekend music. And I'm all way here for it. What you got?
Tired.
Let's wrap that thing up there, man. It's been real. It's been real. Let me see. Champagne poetry. Let's talk about what's up with Kendrick, bro.
I don't know. That's a good question. Fuck, I don't even know what could be wrong, Kendrick. Maybe like, cause think about it, leaving TDE. Maybe there's so much bullshit going on over there. He wasn't working, and finally he decided maybe to rush that. Hopefully, the album he's about to put out isn't garbage because he's rushing to be able to get out of whatever contract he had with these niggas.
Yeah, that would suck. I'm gonna be honest, dog. I got a hot take. I'm not by any means saying the nigga's weak or not talented or not good. I think Kendrick's been overrated,
Very much so.
and I think because
I've
of,
always thought Kendrick's been overrated ever since that Control verse.
and this is
And that was his hottest verse.
Hey, but this is what he got out. This is what he got. Oh, here, look, that shit is funny, cause nigga, when I said the shit that I was like, man, this nigga Kendrick, I just had my hot take. I actually thought about this young lady right here, Jessica Van.
Oh,
right
is she a motherfucker?
She love
She's
Kendrick,
super
nigga.
Kendrick fan. Kendrick's
Not even
overrated.
1 minute.
After what we said, Kendrick is overrated.
Look, and this is the thing though, bro. Like,
Not to say he ain't talented, but ever since that
Kendrick is
Control
dope.
verse and everybody just went nuts over
Kendrick
that.
is dope.
He is, but that Control verse, everybody, that's his golden egg,
And
bro.
this is the thing though. I don't know why, because with the exception of Drake, everybody else went back at him and he never responded.
Right.
So if you're gonna jump out there and start that type of wave and we gonna rap for sport, you should have been beefing with everybody. Like, you should have had a whole mixtape full of disses for these niggas. But I digress here. I mean, that's not even that. To me, I just think musically, like,
I feel like a lot of his shit sounds the same. I feel like he's Eminem-esque in his little like high pitched kind of accents thing he raps.
Reminds me of? I'm glad you said that. From Slaughterhouse, nigga.
Crooked
LA.
Eye.
Dog.
Yeah.
Hey,
nah.
look,
Yeah.
look, fam.
Yep.
Look, fam.
He's a higher pitched Crooked Eye. Higher
I'ma
pitched
say-
voice Crooked Eye. You're
All I'm
right.
gonna say is this: when I first heard Kendrick, I was like, "This nigga sounds like Crooked." He rapped like Crooked Eye, and I think a lot of people, these young cats, ain't familiar with that. Because I remember Slaughterhouse had a joint where they was going at Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the whole TDE, like, nigga, they was like, nigga, ain't no schoolboys and Kendricks over here.
Right.
Like, nigga, we were real bar spitters. Like, this is my thing. The same reason why I don't like gospel music is the reason why I be kind of like, Kendrick. I don't know. Because I don't like black trauma being sold to me.
Right.
Like, I don't like that shit. That's why I ain't too big on the Candyman shit. Like, nigga, y'all took the storyline, switched it, made it some old Black Lives Matter type bullshit.
I heard that shit was garbage.
Cause nigga, Candyman ain't got nothing to do with a white cop killing a black boy and
Not at
nigga,
all.
We know.
Candyman was about going into a fucking bathroom and saying his
first
name
off,
5 times.
First off,
he died because he was dating a white woman or something, right?
First off, you supposed to be in Chicago and Cabrini Brink Projects, nigga, in the hood.
Wait, they weren't. I haven't seen it. I just heard that. I don't want to watch
Spoiler alert. I'm like,
they're in Chicago.
It's ass, bro. It's just, I'm gonna just leave it there. It's ass, right?
Because no, hold on, wait, time out.
They changed the whole story.
Hold on. Kinda, but not really.
What do you mean?
Because you said it was a white cop killing a black kid, right?
No, stop. They just focused on that. They use that as some of the story in the backdrop. It has nothing to do with the actual movie.
No,
they just
but
went
what
out.
I'm saying
This is what I'm saying. They just went out of their way in the movie to show, like, kind of like why a character walking by. I want to tell a movie, but like it's not like a part of the movie. It just happened in the movie. Like, oh, this is what they're into right now. Let's show that. Like, kind of how for the last couple of months.
But if you remember, how did Candyman die?
In the original?
Yes.
he was dating a white woman. And a
Oh
lynch
wait,
mob
no,
of white people.
when you said die, you meant to become Candyman.
Yeah, and they
Yeah, I know.
killed him. So it was that movie was based off a racial thing. Candyman was killed by a mob of white people for dating a white woman.
I digress. You're right.
So
you're
it's
right.
still one of it's kind of
So you still can do
yeah.
that. But
They
but
didn't overly
forced.
sell that.
It seemed forced.
You're
That's
right
what I'm
on that
saying.
part. Yes,
It seemed
in the original,
forced.
you only saw that part to show you who Candyman
That
was.
was
and
just
why
the
he
story
became that.
backdrop,
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying?
He wasn't just killing white people. It wasn't no white against black. It wasn't no. They didn't. You saw
And
that shit one time.
it didn't feel like that was only in the movie.
Yeah.
Because of the current climate.
It was
that we're in.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And look
and
who
like,
created it though, Jordan Peele, who created Us and Get Out.
Yeah, bro, and that's what I'm saying.
Motivated
he got
movies.
like he has a track record now to where I'm like, bro,
Stop doing
I don't
everything
need to
about
know.
race.
I don't need to have a whole movie and $1 million, $1 billion budget of black trauma, bro. I know what I know. If you want to help black trauma, use that same money for that film, nigga, to get the right people elected or whatever you want to do. But I just don't like that shit being sold. I don't like that shit being sold to me over and over in music, in my music, or in TV. You know what I'm saying?
And it's almost like he saw Get Out and Us win, so everything's got to be racially motivated now.
So now, fast forward, or go back, rewind. When I listen to Kendrick, sometimes, and I think it's because he has separated himself from everyone else. And honestly, bro, I don't know why J. Cole don't really get a lot of that, because J. Cole is kind of that, but he doesn't like wear it on his sleeve. He don't wear so-called black righteousness and black revolutionary shit on his sleeve. Now, the reason why I say so-called is because, nigga, I'm a conscious person. Mm-hmm. I'm very much in a conscious community. Nigga, I don't be hearing about Kendrick doing shit.
Not at all.
And from what I know,
he didn't go to Ferguson.
From the people that I know, and from what I know that's connected to certain people's like and things, dog, is I think a lot of that shit is gimmicky. I think personally, I'm reaching right here. I think that's why that dual album with him and Cole didn't go up. Didn't go up. Because the creative differences is here's one person that's a monster creator and it sounds good, but here's another person that wants to do a whole rollout based on actually doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Let's march down here. Let's try to see if we can get this bill passed. Let's do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just different. Like, maybe we'll get blessed with that album one day, but I don't know, man. Like, I can't. Yeah, that trauma porn. That's a great term for it. Yeah. Thank you. That's a fact, Jessica. That's a fact. And to me, that's why I like that show Black Lightning so much. Because it's written by black people, black creators, and it has nothing, like, although it is a socially conscious show and it talks about stuff, but it's just tied into sci-fi.
Yeah, it's not overly
like
sold.
It's more about sci-fi than proving a like social message. But then that's also kind of why the shit got pulled too. You know what I mean? People like the mess, man. They like the catch shit. And look, let me say this, man. I'm not shitting on Kendrick, but I'm a hip hop historian, damn it. This is my culture. If you're gonna be held and consider yourself the greatest nigga, you say, what, I'm smoking on all you niggas top 5 and all that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, bro, that album, that verse wasn't that. Like, I need to hear some music from Kendrick. I would like to hear an album that doesn't have a theme
of racism,
of like, nigga,
or racial tension,
of just, nigga, like, yeah, bro, like, get off that, and not get off that in the sense because I'll be hypocritical to say that.
Yeah, don't say get, but don't.
I'm
make
not
the
saying
whole
get
album
off of
be
it,
geared towards
but
it,
I would
though.
like to. Well, what it is, you can do that, but nigga, okay, Dead Prez was nice. They're not on nobody's top 5 list because nigga, they were in a minute, right, like little section. They only was giving you certain subject matter.
Or Brand Nubian.
Right. Don't give a fuck about nothing else. What's popping? Nigga, I might have a gold chain on, Cuban link like the rest of these niggas. This is my lyrical content.
Exactly.
Talib Kweli, another one, just on his new interview. He said it. He's like, nigga, I'm from around the same way as Hov and them. I know these niggas. I purposely will go to clubs with the pop in his rapper, like, oh, that's game, that's so-and-so. Nigga, I'm going to go to this club, nigga. Nigga, I need 13 bottles of that. Nigga, I got the same Rolex on, nigga. I pulled up in the same whip. My money long, just like yours, nigga, and I'm breathing life into our people. Mm-hmm. And that was his contribution.
Yep.
But it cost him on rappers. That's why even Hov said it. Lyrically, I might be Talib Kweli. Mm-hmm. He was giving Common and Talib their flowers. Like, nigga, Y'all niggas is really goats, nigga, but they never gonna put y'all in that category because y'all didn't play the game.
And everything,
right?
Yeah.
You only uplift black people on your records.
Yep.
So they're never gonna put you on these lists. You're not gonna get certain Grammys. You're not gonna get the push. I need to see Kendrick out of that box. Cause nigga, when you battling with Drake, Drake checks all the boxes.
Yep.
J. Cole has proven he checks all the boxes. Even Big Sean, all the boxes. I just need Kendrick to check another box.
Right.
Kendrick, can you give me a song that's gonna make me want to hang out with a young lady?
Yep.
I can just chill with and vibe with. That's a part of hip hop. And when you call yourself a GOAT, you have to be able to present that.
Yep.
Can you give me a song that's gonna make me think socially conscious? Yeah, you've proven that over and over again.
Can you give me a club song? Haven't heard it.
Hey, I need a song about your life. You're a young black man, nigga, just making millions of
Right,
dollars.
right.
Nigga, what you going through, pimp? Like, you know what I'm saying? That I might be able to relate to on the come up. Those are the challenges I have for Kendrick. You get to a point in this game where, nigga, if you can rap, you can rap.
Yeah.
It ain't about rapping no more.
It's about
nigga.
what are you putting out?
What are you bringing in the art form? And that's, I don't want it, not just trauma porn.
Right.
Not just trauma porn. I'm going to use that.
That's a good little phrase. Well.
Yeah. You right, but they got some of the same, it's leaning in the same direction. You know what I'm saying?
Them albums sound the same to me. Content wise, lyrics.
That's another thing I would like to see him do. I want to see your feature game change. See, and we might see this from Kendrick because that's why he's probably leaving.
It's reminding me of Eminem. Just
leaving
his,
TDE, that close, everything's
his
close
delivery,
in-house, nigga. Like, so now I gotta see how are these records gonna sound without SZA and them in the camp.
Yeah.
How are these gonna sound without those writers to write these hooks and bridges and shit like that and bring it all together in this in-house production? Can he go rap on a Kanye beat? Can he go rap on a Just Blaze? Can he go meet up with Hit Boy and some of these niggas and knock shit out the park? And how is Kendrick gonna sound if he has to go mingle with the rest of them?
Right.
Like, cause that matters. You might not like Lil Yachty's and all these other little niggas and shit, like, but that's the game right now. Like, you gonna be able to do a song with them?
Right.
Cause J. Cole shocked the hell out of me.
Oh, doing the 21 Savage song?
When he was doing just songs with the features he was doing, and then
Yeah.
when he did that song where he produced nigga, all the kids, the little drug album and shit, nigga, where he was like the little Pied Piper.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't think of the name of that album right now, but that shit is classic. So I don't know, we'll see, man. But until later on this week, not next week.
Until next
I was
week.
about to skip a whole day. Till next week.
And that's another episode of the Always Talking Shit show in the books. I'm your boy Doc On.
I'm your boy Keem Sincere, man. Thanks for fucking with us.
And as usual, we love you. Let's fuck how you feel.
Always, fuck how you feel.
New Always Talking Shit Show.